Howdy everyone, welcome back to another King's Choice how-to video. Today we're going to be talking about Dragon Treasure Hunt. Now, in Dragon Treasure Hunt, this is another team-based game. Let's have a look at the rankings. Now, it's what we consider a individually team-based game. So the overall ranking awards are for an individual lord instead of a team, and you still get team rewards as well. The team rewards, in my personal opinion, aren't that great. Your team is there essentially as support if you're trying to attempt to get the title for yourself, but that is what this is. You are competing for the Spirited Earl title. Now, let's talk about the setup for the game. This game, like I said, is another team-based event where you'll have to build a team or not in order to play through the event. Building a team is a team of 3. You can pick whomever, but this will work very similarly to School of Athens, where your team of 3 will compete together for an individual to get the individual ranking reward. So setting up the event is, after you've created your team, just click enter here. And if the game doesn't already immediately punch you over to manage your ships, just click on the manage ships button down here, where you can deploy your various knights to increase your ship's power, attributes, and hit points, or HP. I've already been playing for a day, so these are significantly higher because I've been grabbing my skills and building my ship because I've already been playing for the day. So up here, you're going to see the various steps of the legs of the event here. These are your expeditions. It'll show you up here what round you're on and what kind of buff you'll get to your points based on what round you're at. You complete each one of the steps throughout the expedition in order to get to a higher expedition round and rinse and repeat the process. The higher the round, the higher the point buffs you'll have, the more points you'll get overall. And you'll see what I mean here in a second. But right now we're going to explain treasure mode because right now I am actively in treasure mode. Treasure mode is a mode where you essentially go player versus player. There are 2 ways to activate treasure mode. One is with the treasure clues here that you can get from your daily recharge rewards or your recharge packs. And then the other is map fragments. The map fragments will kind of look like this little icon here for the treasure map. And then you need 20 treasure map fragments in order to enter treasure hunt mode. Or you can use 10 treasure clues. In treasure hunt mode, you will, like I said, go player versus player. You'll see how many other lords are not in your team and not yourself that are also in treasure mode with you. And then you have a new exposure points mechanic here. So when a lord attacks you or you attack another lord, exposure points will increase depending on how much damage they do to your ship. If you manage to wipe out another lord's ship entirely, then their exposure points are going to hit 100, and they'll be knocked out of treasure mode, where they'll have to either go through and collect the treasure map fragments again, or use the clues to re-enter. So let's set sail here and go through a couple legs. So this is what a fight with another lord would look like. I'm going to apologize to her after because she is in my alliance, but I gotta show you how it works. So you just fight, and since I greatly overpower her, I'm going to win that and increase her exposure points. And then by defeating her, I get to collect half, I think it's either half or a portion of the dragon crystals that she was holding in treasure mode. And that goes for each lord that is in the treasure hunting state. If you defeat them, you get a portion of the dragon crystals that they're carrying at that time, and then they get kicked out of treasure hunt mode and you need to reactivate it in order to go back. These are regular NPC fights. They will get harder and harder as you progress through the legs of the event and your expeditions. You can skip the battle animations just with the skip button down here. And after each victorious fight, you'll get some event points and you'll get some dragon crystals. I think it's 10 dragon crystals regardless of the enemy that you're fighting until you hit a boss. Bosses give more dragon crystals, I believe. But then after you've finished your fight, you get to pick your skills for building your ship. This is very much as much build crafting as it is knowing how to play the event. So with the proper skills in place, a lot of these work very well in synergy with a lot of the other skills. So we will continue on here. That one was a dragon crystal cave, and it'll give you 100 dragon crystals for each cave that you get through. When you're in treasure mode, you'll encounter dragons. Dragons are a little bit harder of an NPC enemy, but again, with the right skills, you can still easily wipe them out. They will give you a couple more dragon crystals, not many, and then they will give you a little bit more event points for defeating them. You'll still get your ship skill to pick from afterwards, and then you just keep going. These are boss monsters. Boss monsters are typically shown on the event legs or your expedition points before you encounter them. Most everything else is random chance whether or not you'll encounter it. There are a few things that are set, like bosses. So there's 3 legs of the expedition. For the second leg of the expedition, you'll see when we get back up here, there will be a boss monster icon, a skill icon, and then a whole bunch more random icons. But this is a boss. You just wipe him out. I don't know if my ship is capable right now. I don't think it is. No, it's not. So you'll still earn some rewards for fighting, but then like in other events like School of Athens, for example, you can mark your target for your teammates to attack. If you forget to mark your target and you accidentally hit evade right away, your warning tip will pop up saying after avoiding you won't receive any rewards for defeating the monster. Are you sure you want to do this? You can either cancel and go back and mark it, or you can click confirm, or you can say don't remind me again today, then click confirm, what have you. I think I've already got a mark set up. Yes, I do. So I'm just going to go ahead and skip this one. I'm not super worried about it. This one here is a boss icon, and this is, like I said, the second leg of the expedition here. This icon here is the skill icon. So when you set sail, you pick up one of the advanced ship skills. Advanced ship skills are the purple icons, and then the ultimate ship skills are the gold icons. And we keep on picking up skills and fighting other lords along the way. We just keep on sailing along here. So I need 1, 2, 3, 4 more in order to, and I think that's just one box. So I'm going to use a box just so I can get to the end of the leg here so that I can show you what that looks like. And now when you reach the end of the expedition, you're going to encounter the Dragon's Lair, where you'll get a certain amount of event points, and then pick an advanced skill, ship skill, instead of a ultimate ship skill. And then when you're done picking your skill, you actually get to turn in your dragon crystals and get event points for it. Your teammates will get half of what you turn in as points for themselves. So you still get your full, but your teammates will also receive half as a benefit for being on your team, essentially. But then it kicks you back to the beginning of the expedition. That wraps up another King's Choice how-to video. This one, again, we covered Dragon Treasure Hunt. Thanks again for coming by and viewing these. It means a lot to me. And we will see you in the next one. Thanks, guys.